Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another edition of the Funny Business Podcast. Yes, what is funnier than 24? 25. It is so great to have Matt sitting across from me again today in another live in-house podcast in our official studio of Dallas, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, this is now the official Funny Business podcast studio.
Oh, God, we might have to pay taxes on that.
Yeah,
That's not fun.
You're going to have to put a sign outside that says, like,
Recording.
Funny Business Studio, FBS.
FBS. Oh, that sounds like BTS to me.
Oh, yeah, that does sound like BTS. Yeah.
Well, Matt, let me ask, how are you? I see you're having a nice little local beer.
Yes. Yeah, always got to support the local breweries and all that fun stuff. But, you know, life's going. You know, grad school's chugging along. But this podcast is, like, one of the only things that actually keeps me sane.
Really?
Yeah, surprisingly
You
enough.
know what? I'll be completely honest with you. I have never, and I think I spoke to you about this before, I have never felt the sense of stress trying to do this podcast no matter what.
Yeah, no, I think that's pretty accurate. Like, it's just the smooth flowing podcast. You know, we work well together. It's easy to plan, easy to promote, all that fun stuff.
Yeah. I mean, dude, you're killing it with the memes, let me tell you. So.
You know, I'm running out of some ideas.
Uh-oh.
And the website that I use, like, the amount of memes that, like, pop up right away are going, that I haven't used are decreasing. So now I got to start, like, digging more, and it's...
So you actually have to be original now.
Yes, kind of. I mean, like, I can still, like, search, like, thousands of photos. It's just coming up with the right idea for the right time.
Yeah. Well, I mean, hey, it happens. You make it work, and, you know. Rome wasn't built in 3 days.
Absolutely.
And neither was this podcast. It's
Absolutely. I know you're happy this week. Homecoming has come and gone.
Oh, yes. Homecoming. Everybody came and gone. That's it was unique. I think what was really nice, and I'll mention it a little bit quickly, is that we had somebody from the class of 1947 hop on a Zoom room. So she is 95 years old.
Wow.
And was able to join our all alumni reunion. And caricature artist was kick-ass, and so was our game show. You know, I think I was discussing with you before, we had a lot of registrations, but the fact that it's virtual, there is more time for people to not make the quote event because it's virtual. All you have to do, I mean, I'm literally looking at an iPad right now. I have to click on the link in order for me to get to the event. So I think that was a challenge, but I feel like that's a challenge amongst the rest of all alumni relations, organizations, businesses, corporations that are hosting these virtual events. So I think based on that, it was nice. I mean, we had a great attendance. I feel like I'm doubting I'm being too hard on myself, but you know, it was nice. It was really, really nice. And you even stopped and saw a couple things.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it was a good time. You know, I've talked to some other alumni that tuned in and they enjoyed it. And, you know, things are going to happen virtual. Like some things, if you're at home with kids, something happens with the kids, not able to make something. But, you know, I think overall people liked it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And, you know, hopefully next year we'll be able to be in person. Like I said,
I freaking hope so.
We do a live podcast in front of a live studio audience next fall for Homecoming 2021. You heard it here. I doubt it's going to happen, but we'll see what happens.
You never know. Maybe 2021 is going to make up for how awful 2020 was.
Oh, goodness me. Well, speaking of 2020, 2021 there, Mr. Summers, we are going to be talking about, for our entertainment topics for today, start off with a Brooklyn pizza shop. You ever been to New York for pizza? You know, I feel like everybody always has a judgment on New York pizza.
I love New York pizza. The last time I was there, I think I got Ray's Pizza. It was like right in Times Square. It was really good.
Interesting. So I found this little fun article that we could discuss about today, is that a Brooklyn pizza shop is now offering comforting words on its delivery menu. You have to pay $1 for the comforting words.
I mean, it's not... I can understand what they're trying to do here because they're trying to show their support for their customers. And really, $1 fee, like people might think, like, oh, who's going to pay $1 for that? But... maybe it's just kind of a cool thing to do, like give some people some words of encouragement during a very, very tough year.
So the Brooklyn Pizzeria is Vinny's. Not a huge surprise on the name there, but Vinny's Pizzeria in Brooklyn is offering customers, quote, positive reinforcement by way of comforting words add-on on the delivery app. So looking on the delivery app, this was a report by Fox News. It said that comforting words, $1. For $1, our delivery driver will look you straight in the eyes and tell you, everything's gonna be okay, and you're doing the best you can.
All right, that's a little creepy. I'm not gonna lie. I thought they just like wrote something on the box like you can do this.
Oh no.
That's a little depending on the type of delivery person. Like if he's got someone that's got like intense eyes, that could be a little creepy.
I think it's just I hate to say it's lame. I feel like it's lame that this pizza. I get why they're doing it. It's just lame because let's take for instance, I almost said Pizza Hut, Domino's. Domino's Pizza has delivery instructions. Do you remember all the videos that came out? And I feel like there's one viral video from a security camera of a house, like a Nest Cam, which we'll talk about house security cameras later. Was say they wanted you to yell, "Honey, your pizza's here."
Oh God!
And the delivery driver did it, like yelled it as loud as he could. And I've seen people, I've seen people put that you got to sing happy birthday when you get in the door or just say happy birthday. And like some people are kind of not as resilient, kind of against it.
I don't know if that's the right word, but I know what you're talking about.
So some delivery drivers are not just, they're not about it. But I also find it funny that it's a Brooklyn pizza shop because we always know the stereotype of Brooklyn, New York and how not nice they are.
Yes, yeah. No, it's definitely a little weird, but I think that the intentions are right behind it. Maybe the process could be a little better other than just having someone stare deep in your soul and be like, "You can do this. I believe in you."
You're scaring me right here.
Exactly. So I think the process could be changed a little bit, but I like the intentions behind it. Try to give some positive thoughts here in 2020.
Might yank it on your chain.
No, my foot got caught. Oh. We're good.
Matt and I are sharing the audio coming from the box. I call it the box just to make everybody sense, but the Tascam, and we have a splitter. And Matt is using his I almost said AirPods. His
there is a wire.
Apple headphones.
There we go.
And I'm using my Tascam headphones. This has, I could show you the wire really quick. There's still a lot of slack to be handled, but Matt just has a little.
I promise. Well, I hopefully I won't break anything.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
It's not the first time you've been at my house, so
that's true.
So Matt, do you feel like I still can't get over this dollar at $1 to unless it's going straight to the delivery driver to do this. I don't see a point in this $, quote, positive encouragement.
That's a good point. If it does go to the delivery driver, like some people aren't like tipping super well because they can't afford it or for whatever reasons like that. If it does go right to the delivery person, I think that'd be fine. If it is going to the business, yeah, that's a little weird. Then you could make it like 50 cents or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, even if it's, what would have been a better idea if they rounded up. So like, let's just say your total was $11.75. Oh, do you want to round up that 25 cents for positive encouragement?
Yeah.
It doesn't take too long for somebody to look at you staring straight in the eyes and saying, it's going to be okay, and you're doing the best you can.
I think the doing the best you can part's okay. It's going to be okay. Mm-hmm. That part's a little creepy.
Yeah, we're also looking at it too, like, is this person, not, I want to say a decent human being, but like, is this person meant to give positive encouragement? Because you could look at you and I and say like, oh yeah, like Matt and Mike can certainly give some positive words of encouragement to somebody, but you're looking at a pizza delivery driver. He may not.
Sometimes they're not the best people, to put it lightly.
Yeah.
It depends on where you get pizza from.
I've never had a bad experience with a delivery driver.
No, sometimes it's been like late, but that's not their fault.
Mm-hmm.
But most delivery guys I've had are pretty nice.
Yeah.
And Uber guys and all that fun stuff.
You've had Uber Eats before?
We did. What did I do? Not Uber Eats. I did
DoorDash.
Grubhub.
We're literally naming every sponsor for us.
I have all the apps. I've used it like once, but the guy was all right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's obviously hired based on people joining,
right,
and all that. So, well, hopefully, if anybody needs words of encouragement, Matt and I, for just $1, will do some recordings of "It's gonna be okay."
I love you,
and you're doing the best you can, in this very low voice. That's happening.
Keep going. You can do this.
Oh God.
Sound like Batman a little bit.
Where is she?
Is it Invisalign braces? If you've never watched College Humor Batman videos, after you're done listening to this episode,
yes,
go watch that.
What a superhero. So, On to the next topic for today. Matt, we talked about some security cameras just recently, and Amazon just released a new security camera. However, Matt, this one is a drone that films inside your home.
Yeah. So, for one, you have a new possibility that you could do with your drone.
Yeah. Well, speaking of drones, I am now in the, quote, final leg of me studying for my drone
Ooh.
certification.
Damn, you hit the books hard.
Yeah, like last night I went through, like I sent Matt a Snapchat last night, and it was about not driving under the influence, and I'm like, darn it, I thought it was okay to drink and drive fly my drone, drink and drive my drone.
That's probably like half the reason people get drones is to fly them when they're drunk. Honestly, if we're being for real.
And like kind of zipped through because it was like stress, fatigue, I forget what else, like anger management and all that, and I'm like, I've learned this since high school.
Not hard stuff.
Not really hard stuff, but yeah. So I printed out my 40 to 75 page review on all the stuff that I learned. I'm going to be studying, taking each segment, and I'm gonna make a promise. By episode 30, I'll be drone certified. Let's put it that way, or at least going for my drone certification.
I'm gonna hold you to that.
So it's 5 weeks.
Me and the audience, we're gonna.
I got a month and a week.
You got this.
I got it.
Yeah, you got plenty of time.
Yikes.
How long's the test?
I think is it 20 questions, or I feel like it's, you see, here I am failing already. I feel like you have to pass with an 80%.
Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah.
You can do that.
I feel like it's 20 questions. Because I feel like that's with like a driver's permit. I don't even remember how many were on our driver's permit. Was it like 20?
I think it was 20.
It is 20. I feel like it's either between 20 or 40 questions. You have
really
to
not
get
bad.
higher than a 75 or an 80.
That's
I
really
forget
not bad.
No. I mean, dude, I've studied the night before for things and I've passed with
Absolutely.
that. So,
Yes.
But yeah, anyway, so the drone. So this was, of course, big chief executive Jeff Bezos promised in 2013 that drones would soon be flying everywhere, delivering packages. A miniature camera whirling through homes and recorded video was probably not what the people envisioned. So September 25th. So it's just about a little less than a month. Amazon's Ring division unveiled the $249 Ring Always Home Cam, which is a small drone that hums as it flies around houses, filming everything, for obviously security purposes.
Right.
Matt, I don't know how I feel about this security camera.
Who is flying this drone?
So it, I believe, is, so you know those Roombas?
Yeah, I have a
I
Roomba.
believe you do.
Yeah, we have a Roomba.
I've never.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
We just got it like 2 years ago or something like that. It's awesome.
So I feel like what that does is it takes nod to the Roomba and it will fly around a certain path around the house. So it's not necessarily it's going to be controlled. It's going to be flying around the house. So if I push a button, it'll follow the path that it was, I guess, destined to go to.
So you can set its own path, like it can go from this room to that room to this room.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like that's the quick case at the moment. But what's weird is it's in this, like, it almost looks like a container, and then when you activate it, it flies out, and it looks like the top of the container is what's flying around.
Right.
So I don't think it is going to be that safe, if I'm being completely honest.
Like what if it like runs out of energy or battery and just like falls and breaks on something? And
What if you have cats?
yeah, what if it freaks out your dog and the dog just starts like randomly barking, and then on the drone you can hear the dog barking? You're like, oh my gosh, someone's in the house, and it's just the damn drone.
Just the drone. I saw this and I was like, really? And even too, what if there's a burglary that happens? Like somebody robs your house.
They could take the
And
drone.
it's just like flying
they,
through
like-
and be like, what's up?
What if they just like snatch the drone?
Yeah, I just don't feel like that this is a very much so a unique and innovative product. Now, what I would say is having a drone on wheels.
A drone on wheels.
A security camera on wheels, not a drone on wheels.
Okay, that's kind of interesting.
I
So
mean,
kind of like
that's-
a Roomba.
Do you remember, like, as a
the camera.
kid, those RC cars that we get that had the
Yeah.
cameras on them, and you were able to view it from like a little like 4 megapixel like
Right.
little area?
Yep.
Like, do it like that.
What if they just made RC cars that like the camera connected to your phone.
It's almost like James Bond 007 having the the teddy bear sitting on top of the shelf with the eye camera.
Yeah. This is like the most Amazon thing ever too, to create a drone as like a security camera.
Mm-hmm. Which also too, Matt, I believe, is it next week? I believe maybe next week. Oh, I think we might just miss it. Apple just released on, I believe, October 13th is when they're unveiling the new smartphone.
Oh,
So we might actually have to review that in due time.
I'm down for that. I'm actually up for a new smartphone soon.
Really?
Yes.
Do you have the upgrade program, or is it just more like just based on your preference of when to purchase?
I think it's like every 2 years I'm due for an upgrade.
Oh, so
something like that.
So you're still in that. I have to like buy mine every time.
Yeah, I just go through our cell provider or service provider.
And your Verizon?
Verizon. Yeah. I don't know why I just didn't say
Verizon.
Verizon.
We're just having a conversation right now. We're not even talking about this damn drone. But yeah, man, I don't feel like this is very much so intuitive, and I feel like there's gonna be a lot of flaws to begin with. I feel like drone flying is only meant for videography purposes, and it's only meant for certain things. Like me going through the certification, like you can observe like towers instead of somebody climbing up there. Like you could observe a tower, you could observe, these different things. Like that's its purpose. I don't think the purpose is meant for indoor stuff.
I agree. There's a lot of stuff out there that like it could be used for other purposes, but that's not its main intention. Like the intention is it for, like you said, a drone is maybe to take a picture of an angle you can't get somewhere else. Like there's security cameras for a reason, and doorbell, like that Ring service.
Mm-hmm.
Like they have those for a purpose. You don't need to make it like there's some things are just fine the way they are. And I feel like this is one of those instances where like it's just kind of an unnecessary thing. And like this can't be cheap.
No, I said it was $249.
Yeah, exactly.
And looking at it from this perspective too, like, geez, hey, anybody who we mention, if you want to sponsor us, please feel free to do so.
Yes, I will change my opinion very quickly if you throw some money in my way.
So I have a Wise Cam, and that was only like $20.
Okay.
You could buy 20 of these. No, 100 of these. There you go. Math. 20 times 100
20.
is 2.
No.
20 times 10. Got it.
Yeah. There we go.
Got it.
It's just two college
I
graduates trying to do math.
So I could buy 20 of those Wise Cams. And if I even had a freaking mansion, I could probably fit all those in a decent area where I could be able to see my entire house. I don't feel like I would go and flip to buy this Ring Always Home Cam.
This is also another one of those instances where like Amazon like kills small businesses, and there's security companies out there that make a living off this kind of stuff, and Amazon's just like, screw you guys, we're gonna put a drone in your house to do this. Like, what are you doing here?
Yeah, I don't see how that's going to become a unique
I hope it doesn't, because like drones, it can just only end poorly.
Yeah, I mean, even if you don't fly it properly.
Exactly.
And then of course having artificial intelligence to fly around too, there's bound to be something to happen.
Yes, I feel like this is kind of like the self-driving cars, which I know Tesla kind of does a little bit already, but maybe it's just something that we'll have to get used to. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows? I feel like by the time 2040 we'll be like, yeah, like we know what we're doing now. Like
I hope so.
Because like think about it, like the first car that was invented, Henry Ford, that wasn't the best car.
True.
And I mean, it took us to what? 2018, 2017 until we had a first self-driving car.
Yeah, I'd say probably 2018. I think Tesla became big in.
So that's kind of like, I feel like it's going to be the same way with drones. Like, I don't think drones were heavily popular until these past couple years. So, I mean, either that or you had to fly a helicopter to get the shot that you needed.
Right.
And even that's more expensive.
Right.
But, having those opportunities, I feel like we're in the right direction. We just can't say this is it. Like, it's not like sliced bread. Like, this is it. Like,
yeah, I'm sure someone will come along with some variation that'll make it better or something like that.
Absolutely. So, well, hopefully, again, if you are interested, it's $249. I will not be buying it, even though I'm such a tech nerd. But we are going to move on, Matt, to the final discussion, I should say, for today. It was kind of funny because just recently I had to run and grab a cord, and one of my students was there, and I'm wearing, of course, shorts, my Minnetonkas.
That's moccasins.
Nice, yeah, thank you. And my long socks because I just got out of work. And she looks at me and she goes, "You look like a dad." I was like, So I guess today I officially can earn the dad status because I wasn't insinuating on it. I just dressed the way that I did.
I mean, that could be taken as a compliment.
I mean,
The dads usually have their shit together, and you seem like you do have your shit together.
oh, shut up.
You have it more together
as
than I do.
I casually take
You
a sip
have
of
it
my
more
beer.
together than I do. And there's nothing better than dad jokes.
Oh, dude. So if you haven't seen it on the internet already, you're living under a rock. We decided that today, since we are together, and the reason why we're sitting at the nice little breakfast nook that is in my apartment, is we are going to have a dad joke off. So Matt and I have picked 4 dad jokes that we're going to be saying to each other. And we're going to try to get the other person to laugh. I'm terrible at this because I laugh so much.
I'm already laughing.
I know, I'm already
Looking
laughing.
at you.
So I guess whoever laughs, they get a point. The one with the least amount of points wins. And there's only 4, so hopefully we can keep track of that. So, Matt, I'm going to throw it to you first. So,
Okay. So I have a list I have 4 that I want to go with.
uh-huh.
I have a list that I'm going to choose from.
Okay.
So let me start.
Okay.
You may have known this one.
Okay.
What kind of jeans does Mario wear?
Boy, I just bought the Nintendo 64 bundle of Super Mario for the Switch, but I've never heard of this.
Denim. That's pretty. I thought you were gonna. You're close. You're close.
Good Lord. This is bad.
Did you know that one?
I did.
Okay, I thought you did. That's why I sort of went with.
That's why I was like kind of like cooling down. I was like,
Yeah.
I know what he's going to say.
Yeah,
I know what he's going to say.
I got better ones.
All right. Ready for yours?
Yep.
Why do bees have sticky hair?
I don't know.
Because they use a honeycomb.
Very comical. Very comical.
Wow.
The
That was
second
good.
one. This is tough.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, ready?
Yep.
What kind of music do chiropractors like?
Back spring music.
Hip hop. I thought I was going to get you on that one. Shout out to all of our PT friends. They appreciate that one.
Holy crap. Okay. Wow.
We're doing good.
This is
we're
I'm
doing
like
a lot better than we thought.
I'm like crying. All right, man. So my turn. Matt. All right.
Yep.
So, man. You know what I never realized?
What's that?
It takes guts to be an organ donor.
Yeah, it does.
I screwed
You
that
gotta
up.
be very brave.
I screwed that up so bad.
Not really.
Okay.
I saw that when I was searching for dad jokes. I did see that one,
Okay.
but no, I don't think you screwed it up.
I
had a
messed
feeling
up
that was
organ.
coming.
Okay.
What's the best thing about Switzerland?
They never land.
I don't know, but the flag is a big plus.
That's nice.
Yeah. Sort of went with a different one on that one.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
In case our listeners don't know, the flag is actually like a giant plus.
I literally feel like we're doing a YouTube show with these dad jokes, like just staring at each other and doing
We
a
should
dad
just
joke.
do this as a YouTube video one day.
You know what? That's an idea for later.
Yes.
Let's do that. Maybe we could start a Patreon
We'll save that for off the podcast.
off the
recording.
podcast. It's funny. It's sad silly. That's the dark podcast.
Yes.
Okay, my turn.
Your third one.
All right. Why do graveyards look overcrowded?
I don't know.
Because people must be dying to get in.
Wow, that was the most obvious dad joke of all time. It was just so obvious. It's a good one though.
You suck.
I think I'm gonna get you on this next one.
Hang on.
Let's take a sip of beer.
Yeah.
Let's take a beer break.
I don't think
ladies and
anybody.
gentlemen.
I don't think anybody laughs in between. I think we're like screwing this up, but that's okay.
I thought if you laughed in between that you were allowed to laugh in between.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't.
I'm ready.
What's Whitney Houston's favorite kind of coordination?
I don't know.
And I knew I was going to get him on that one. I knew that one was going to work. Let's go. That's number one. I knew that was coming. I could see it in your face when I said Whitney Houston. Oh, man. I had to save that one for last.
Are you ready for mine?
Hold on. I got to Get back in the right headspace. Whew. Okay.
He's going to love this one. Why don't owls kill people?
Damn it. Oh, because they don't give a hoot. Son of a bitch. I knew that. I should have known that was coming. Damn it.
That was a fun Quiplash. Quiplash from Jackbox Party Games that came up, and it said, "Why don't owls kill people?" I'm like, "Because they don't give a hoot." And like literally, Matt, we had to stop the game. Matt was crying.
Yeah, it was
bad.
I had a little alcohol in me at the time.
A little.
Yes, a little.
Okay.
So we tied at 1.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Oh shoot. Yeah, I feel now I have to find dad jokes. Oh no.
You find one, and then I'll pick which one I'm going to do. We'll do one more.
Yes.
And then if it's still a tie, then the next time I'll just win better.
Win better. Okay.
You ready?
Yep.
Want me to go first?
Yep.
Okay. What do you call a man who can't stand?
A handstand?
Kneel.
Yeah, you can't.
I laugh myself.
Oh man.
Oh man. Like, get it? Because like Neil is a person's name.
Thanks, Matt.
And it's spelled different from kneeling.
Okay. Did you know a cheese factory exploded in France?
I did not know that.
Yeah, debris was everywhere.
That was a good one. That was a good one. All right, you win this round.
Oh man. Do you have one more you want to throw at me?
I have 3 more.
Throw me one more, and we could play an after pod show.
Okay.
Yep.
Let me go with. Did you know that dogs can't operate MRI machines,
No, I didn't.
but cats can?
Well, that was good.
That was a good one.
That was really good. Wow. Dad jokes all the way, my
You
friends.
can never go wrong with
No,
dad jokes.
you really
Never.
can't. It's, yeah. So, well, that was a great conclusion to our entertainment topics for today. When we come back, Matt has his sports topics. Don't go anywhere. Hey guys, it's Mike here, and on behalf of the Funny Business Podcast, we'd like to ask, are you registered to vote? Headcount is a nonpartisan organization that works with the music and entertainment industry to get fans to vote. To update or check your voter registration status, go to headcount.org, where you'll find all the information you need to be ready for Election Day. Matt and I usually talk about it off the podcast as far as our future endeavors, whether that's renting a house or, relationship advice, but also to our own civic duty of voting. Register to vote again at headcount.org. Matt, I gotta tell you, I am so happy we're continuing to make more episodes for our podcast.
You're so right, Mike. I really am enjoying hearing how awesome each episode is every week from everyone. It's so easy to do.
It is so easy, and we have Anchor, our sponsor for this episode, to thank for. Anchor is free to anyone that wants to start a podcast. It's easy for beginners with the creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. It also helps distribute our podcasts so our listeners can tune in to their platform of choice, like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and more.
And Mike, I gotta tell you, I was skeptical before, but we actually are making a profit off this podcast. We are still a small podcast, but it's nice to see the progress we have made with each episode with that money.
Yes, we are making it rain. Kind of. Anchor is everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Download the free Anchor app today or go to anchor.fm to get started. That's anchor.fm.
And who knows, you may start a podcast with your best friend.
That's right. Roommates for life. Now back to the podcast.
Okay, let's slide into the sports segments for today. We're going to start with some Major League Baseball. Then we're going to go to basketball. We're going to bring back sports trivia. Okay. And then we have a new way to end the show. We are taking a week off from Take It.
Bum, bum, bum.
And it's going to be epic. But let's go off with some baseball first. So playoffs are happening right now. Mike, the Yankees have made it to the second round.
I'm very surprised by that.
I cannot believe it. They had an incredible game one where they shelled probably the Cy Young winner and Shane Bieber. And then game 2 was insane. It was literally like a 5-hour game. And there was like 2 rain delays. It was awful.
Yeah, it was kind of funny because last night Matt was like, "Yeah, I can't play Fortnite tonight." I'm like, "Okay, that's fine." And then like you said you were watching the Yankees, but then I didn't realize it until I started seeing you start tweeting, and I was like, "Oh yeah, the Yankees are playing tonight."
Yep. So this week was a crazy week. It's the American League and National League Divisional Series, but it's 5 games in a row. There's no games off. So we have. It's funny because like every matchup is like a divisional matchup, and they all hate each other.
Mm-hmm.
So there's the Yankees, Rays, Astros, A's, who literally got into a fist fight earlier this year,
Yes.
and then Dodgers, Padres don't like each other, and then the Braves and the Marlins. So I don't know if have you been watching any of the baseball?
I've been seeing highlights and plays. I mean,
It was interesting because people, so they did obviously add more playoff teams this year, but people did seem to like the wild card series, the 3-game series.
I've heard comments about that, and I feel like it's something that they should keep. I feel like unfortunately with COVID-19 and all that too, that's a reason why they have to do it. So, you play a 62 game, 162 game season. Like if you weren't able to get a record, why should you be in the wild card series? But
Right.
I feel like this is fair for everyone because of this whole cut of season and whatnot.
I agree. People have said they don't think they're going to keep all 8 playoff teams from each league, but they might do like 7.
Mm-hmm.
And then I did that again.
You did it again.
And then only the number 1 seed in each league would get a bye.
Yes.
Which I think is a good idea. That's what the NFL is doing now. They had another playoff team. So the Yankees, as of recording of this, they're up 1-0. They won game 1. I actually think they might win this series. I mean, Tampa Bay's bullpen is good.
It is, but I feel like Yankees have that certain. I feel like anytime they're in the playoffs, they have that certain spunk behind them. Like they have that magic that, like, yes, they might be able to do this in some way, shape, or form, just because it's the Yankees. Like, I love your shirt. I saw Matt come in with the shirt today, and it said, "They call it the World Series, but why is it always played in the Bronx?"
Yeah, I usually don't break this out until they make the World Series. Like I've had the shirt for. I think I got this in 2009 when last made it.
Yeah.
So I think.
Storms brewing.
I think like their offense is clicking. They're getting some pitching. Bullpen's playing clutch. I don't know. You got to watch out. Before we move on to the Astros, a quick fun fact for you all out there. So if you're talking with someone about the baseball playoffs and maybe you're not a big baseball fan, but you still want to join in on the conversation, a little fun note. Now, this could change as of the release of this podcast.
Okay.
The Miami Marlins have never lost a playoff series in their history.
Is it because they've never had one?
It's because they've only made it. This is the 3rd time they've ever made the playoffs. Another fun fact for you: they've never won their division. They've been a wild card team every single year they made the playoffs.
Makes sense.
Yeah, so that's a little fun fact out
Way
there.
to go, Derek Jeter.
How about Derek Jeter? People were wrecking him for like trading everybody, but now it's his 3rd year at the team and they made the playoffs and they won a series.
I sounded so not confident because I was like, yeah, Jeter does the Marlins. Yeah, Derek Jeter.
It's been insane to see their progress because they're so young. Also, your World Series prediction is still possible. You said the Astros Padres,
Oh,
but they're
geez.
so live.
Oh.
I said the A's Cubs. The Cubs suck. So congrats to you.
Yeah, thanks.
The last baseball news we have is the Houston Astros, and as I put in the show notes, their dickhead shortstop, Carlos Correa. So everyone knows the Astros cheating scandal where they got caught using technology and banging a trash can
cans
to let the hitter know that the breaking ball is coming, and they won a World Series because of it. And the players got immunity for giving truthful statements to Major League Baseball, and everybody's pissed at that. And one of the biggest guys that's been outspoken about the backlash they've gotten is their shortstop, Carlos Correa. So after they beat the Minnesota Twins, he kind of went off in the post-game interview, was like, well, what are they going to say now? Like, we won this series without any help. And what he's failed to realize is the Twins have lost 19 straight postseason games. This is not a team that they should be, like, proud in beating.
No.
Like, the Yankees have eliminated from the postseason, like, the last, 3 times the Twins have made it. Like, calm down, dude. You won 2 games.
That's like the Los Angeles Lakers beating the Washington Wizards.
That's like them beating the Washington Generals.
Right.
Like, that's something that,
That's
yeah,
funny.
you should do that. But you shouldn't be like, oh, like, we
won.
beat this team. Like, what are you going to say now? I can't wait for them to lose. I don't know if you have any thoughts on his statement.
Yeah, I mean, as far as the whole cheating scandal, I mean, I feel like you and we talked about it a while ago.
Yes.
That's a long time ago
was
when
like-
just surfaced,
Yeah.
like all that stuff was happening. But as far as the Astros, I'm not a huge fan of somebody, a team, or, I'm more inspired. I know we'll talk about it, and I always love basketball, but I'm more inspired at the fact that the Lakers are in the finals and they want to play for Kobe and Gigi. not that they're trying to prove somebody wrong as far as, oh, we're the Astros, we actually can play good without cheating. I don't like that. That's not a Cinderella story to me. That's just more of a, okay, well, whatever. Like, you won. Like,
Right.
that's kind of my motive, my opinion on that.
Right, and it's not like I just had a train of thought. Oh, it's not like the players got like suspended or anything. Like they got off scotch-free.
Yeah.
And the fans are pissed. And if they think that this is going to blow over next season when fans get back into the stadiums, this is not going to blow over for like the rest of their career. Everywhere they go, they're going to get booed.
Do you remember the stipulations that pitchers couldn't hit any Astros players at all? Like,
Well, that wasn't like a stipulation. It was just more so like you had to know like if you hit a player, you're probably going to get fined or suspended or something like that.
so that wasn't more of a stipulation. It was more of a.
It was just more so of a let's
like an
see what
audible.
happens the first time it happens, and then after Joe Kelly got suspended, kind of slowed down a little bit.
Makes sense.
So as a Yankees fan, who would you rather play in the next series, the Astros or the A's? I have an interesting take on this.
I don't know. I would love to see the Yankees just completely smother the Astros.
That's what I'm thinking too. Like I hate the Astros. They're a piece of shit organization standpoint. I want to play them and beat them. But also from a baseball perspective, I'd rather play the A's because their offense isn't as good. But either way, baseball players has been exciting. Today, or as of recording of this today, we have like 4 games on today.
Yikes.
And we'll see what happens with the Yankees. Maybe they'll win another series that we didn't expect them to. Moving on to the NBA Finals. Again, as of this recording, the Lakers are up 2-1. The Heat won Game 3 with no Bam Adebayo, who I believe I just saw is playing tonight.
Oh, is he?
He is. No Goran Dragic, but Adebayo's back.
I mean, yeah.
You watched Game 3. I did not. Yeah, I know you said you had some thoughts on the Lakers and LeBron, so I'll let you take the mic.
Yeah. Thanks, Matt.
You're welcome.
I watched it. Yeah, I watched Game 3, and I was just not happy with LeBron James. Now, of course, like I've discussed, I've been a LeBron James fan since I was able to understand basketball and, of course, his status as a player. I think the biggest thing that annoyed me the most last night was how much of a supporting role he was rather than a leader. And on top of that, he gets flipped over with not only being that supporting player, but then all eyes are on him when he walks off in the last 10 seconds of the fourth quarter. That pisses me off.
I was going to ask you if you had any thoughts on that.
So it's not Game 4. It's not Game 5. It's not Game 6. It's not even Game 7. It's Game 3. And you decide to walk off the court because you didn't play well. That's not like we watched The Last Dance. It was when the Pistons walked off the court when the Bulls beat them.
Right. They were eliminated.
They were eliminated. They were gone. You still have X amount of games, hopefully 2, to beat the Heat. I didn't like that. And it was more attention than what it should be brought. Not the sense that we should be paying attention to it, but LeBron James just wanted attention. And I will come out and say that on this podcast that like I said, enjoy LeBron and how he plays, but I did not enjoy how he played last night. Anthony Davis also had 4 fouls too. So where was the step up? Where was the step up where LeBron's like, well, crap, Anthony Davis has four fouls. I need to step up and be the LeBron James that people know who I am and take care of business.
That was the thing that I think a lot of people said, like AD was out most of the game with
Right.
foul trouble, so you'd think LeBron would step up. And he kind of does this some games. Like he'll get in a mode where like he'll pass it to Rondo, and where he used to do this in Miami, he'll pass to D Wade, and then he'll just go stand in the corner and not do anything.
Now, I do think that Rondo should start.
Over Danny Green?
Yes.
Yeah, Danny Green sucks.
I
I agree. I think Rondo should start too.
The amount of plays and the amount of things that Rajon Rondo has done coming off the bench should be able to play and start for the Lakers. It's playoff mode. Like, it's not that it's always on for Rajon Rondo. But
Right.
especially for playoffs, the amount of insane shots that he's done. Could you imagine he gets in a groove? So now he can shoot in comparison to when he was with the Celtics. Now he can pass, and then you get in that groove of shooting and passing. You're unstoppable. There's no way you could be able to stop Rajon Rondo.
He really has played well this whole playoff series for the Lakers, though, in every series. Jimmy Butler I have in the show notes.
Jimmy Buckets.
Jimmy Butler is a
The
dude.
dude.
He's just a dude. Like, he gets bucket. Here's the thing. Like, he's not the most athletic guy. He can't really shoot. Doesn't take threes. But he's so tough mentally. Like, he just has a good mentality about him. And apparently there was a story in Game 2. LeBron turned to the Heat's bench and was like, "You're in trouble." And then after the Heat won Game 3, Jimmy Butler turned to the Lakers bench was like, "You're in trouble." So I think they may have just poked the bear.
You see, I feel like I brought this up last week, I believe, when we were talking about, Jimmy Butler actually feels like a team player for the Miami Heat. You give somebody the reign of them being able to do what they need to do, and they're unstoppable. And especially for somebody like Jimmy Butler, who was literally ridiculed every single team he's been on since up until the Miami Heat, there's no stopping him now. And it's just super important that LeBron or even AD or even Rajon Rondo needs to step up and take care of Jimmy Butler and not get in foul trouble, because that was another big thing too with Anthony Davis. Like, I can't say that like LeBron was the issue. Yes, Anthony Davis had 4 fouls, but that doesn't mean that somebody else should have stepped up and played the role that Anthony Davis does. And also on top of that, that never gave the opportunity for Anthony Davis to go in, drive to the basket, which is that's who he is. That's what he does. Like, yeah, he's an outside shooter, but he's more so in particular inside. But it just annoyed me. I was sitting there like, really? Like, just
No, you're not alone. I was scrolling through Twitter as I was watching The Walking Dead while the game was going on, and people were mad at LeBron because he just didn't step up. And I think we've seen Jimmy Butler become like one of the top leaders in basketball. I think that's definitely a fact. Mm-hmm. The other thing, this is kind of a cool fact. So Dwayne Wade played for the Heat for years, won championships, went to Marquette. Jimmy Butler is now leading the Heat, went to Marquette, still have Eric Spoelstra.
There's one more person.
Jay Crowder. Yes, that's right. That's true. He did. They actually, Butler and Crowder played together at Marquette.
Right.
So before we get to sports trivia, real quick, I want to give my Thursday night football prediction.
I was like, what's on the list?
Yeah, I'm switching it up. So this Thursday is the Buccaneers at the Bears. I'm 4-0 on Thursday night football so far. Again, the team's right.
Wow.
And it is kind of a Super Bowl Super Bowl rematch.
Okay.
Tom Brady versus Big Dick Nick Foles.
I was like, excuse me?
That's his nickname.
Do I have to censor that?
Absolutely not.
No.
It's just the nickname. Richard
Nick.
Foles. So I'm going to say this might be a better game than people think. The Bears played really bad last week. I'm going to say, but I think the Buccaneers will win. I'm going to say, I think it's in Chicago. I'm going to go 27-21.
Okay.
Yes.
Bucks.
Buccaneers.
Okay.
Yes. So now it is time, ladies and gentlemen, for sports trivia.
I'm pretending the music.
Yes, I know. I figured. So sports trivia this week is going to be NBA Finals edition, because why not? And because Mike complained last time I didn't give him multiple choice.
I did not say
that.
Yes,
you did.
Come on.
Go check the tape.
Oh, yeah,
check the tape.
Okay.
Check the tape.
Check the water. Why don't you?
I will check the water. So I have multiple choice this time.
Okay.
Let's start with number 1. Nope. Don't you dare. You son of a bitch. Here, you can read my blank page.
I can read all your notes for your class.
Who scored the most? Question number 1. Who scored the most points in NBA Finals history? Is it the logo, Jerry West, LeBron James, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, or the GOAT, Michael Jordan?
Oh, playoffs or finals?
Finals.
Finals.
This is all strictly NBA Finals.
It's Kareem. Final answer.
The answer is incorrect. It is the logo. It's Jerry West.
Oh, really?
1,679 points. And actually, I put it in order. So West is 1, LeBron's 2, Kareem is 3, Michael's 4. Yes. All right, this one is a little tricky. Maybe. Who won the most NBA titles as a player? Bob Cousy, Bill Russell, John Havlicek, or Big Shot Bob, Robert Horry?
Do that one more time, please.
Bob Cousy, Bill Russell, John Havlicek, Robert Horry. Who won the most titles as a player?
As a player. Bill Russell. Final answer.
Correct.
There we go.
How many did he win?
7.
11. It's close. It's close. Yeah, he
Just
was
looking for a sponsorship,
he
you
was
know.
he played on those years where the Celtics just dominated like the 50s and 60s.
Because I remember he had a picture of him, like it was like a picture he was
Yes.
like leaning, but like I didn't realize he had the extra ones on top
Yep.
of him.
Yep. And also Bill Russell's final MVP is named after Bill
Bill
Russell.
Russell.
And he always gives it out every year.
It's
Probably not
awesome.
this year. But number 3. Virtually, hopefully, yes. Who made the most free throws in a single NBA Finals game? Dwayne Wade, Kobe Bryant, Shaquille O'Neal, Dirk Nowitzki.
I'm gonna go with Dirk. Final answer.
That's a good answer because he did have that streak of free throws when they won the title. It is incorrect.
Ah,
It is D Wade. He made
Shaq.
He made 21. I think Shaq has the record. Make sure that's.
oh, he actually made free throws.
But yeah, no, he has the record for most attempted in a game. He went like 18 for 39. That's that sad. Like if Shaq shot like 50% of his free throws,
he'd be great.
He'd be the all-time leading scorer by
Right.
like 4,000 points.
Jeez.
It's ridiculous. Moving on. So 1 for 3, not bad.
Right, not bad.
What player has the record for most blocks in a single NBA Finals game? Hakeem Olajuwon, Wilt Chamberlain, Tim Duncan, Dwight Howard.
Ooh, boy, you threw some.
I came up with the extras.
You came up with some
carefully.
spicy ones.
Yes. I'll read it off again.
Please.
Hakeem Olajuwon, Wilt Chamberlain, Tim Duncan, Dwight Howard. Most blocks in a single NBA Finals game.
I'm gonna go with Wilt. Final answer.
Incorrect.
Is it Dwight?
It is Dwight.
Oh,
It is Superman.
Superman.
As Kenny the Jet Smith would call him.
Doesn't look like a Superman anymore to me.
No, he kind of fell off.
The
Well,
dreadlocks.
ever since he joined the Lakers the first time, when it was him, Kobe, and Steve Nash,
Mm-hmm.
he's been downhill since then.
Yeah.
Number 5. Who has the most offensive rebounds in NBA Finals history? So this is career NBA Finals history.
Career, so not one game.
Correct.
Entirely playing for the NBA Finals. Okay.
Correct.
Okay. Hit me.
Shaquille O'Neal, Tim Duncan, Bill Russell, Moses Malone.
Ooh. I'm gonna go with Tim Duncan. Final answer.
That would be correct.
There we go.
125.
Crazy.
People forget he's won like 5 rings.
Right. Well, he played on the Spurs. Coach
He
Pop.
did.
Coach Pop always overshadows
And he had Tony
everybody.
Parker.
Yeah.
Manu.
Manu.
I love Manu. I hate the Spurs, but I love Manu.
Yeah.
Number 6. Who has the most turnovers in NBA Finals history over their career?
Career.
Tony Parker, Isaiah Thomas, LeBron James, Bob Cousy.
I'm gonna go with LeBron James. Final answer.
That would be correct. 196. Yeah, that's crazy. So you're 50% right now. 3
Nice.
for 6.
Batting 500, baby.
Yes, sir. Number 7. Who has the highest point per games average in NBA Finals history with a minimum of 10 games played?
Okay.
Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Larry Bird, or Rick Barry?
Larry Bird. Final answer.
That's what I would have went with too, but
Is it Rick?
it is incorrect. It's Rick Barry.
Ah. It's always the
36,
sleepers.
36.3 points per game.
That's crazy.
That's wild.
I mean, that's still less than when I usually shoot in the NBA Finals of my player game. In 2K.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever made 36 baskets in a
Oh,
actual game. Like,
Oh, you mean actual game?
like
real?
combined over my career games I've played,
In
not
my
just
career?
scrimmages. No, in actual
Oh,
basketball.
okay. Yeah,
Like in an
like
actual
math.
game, I don't think I've made 36 in my life. I suck. Number 8. Who has the highest 3-point field goal percentage in NBA history, a minimum of 40 attempts? Mike Miller, Steph Curry,
Yeah.
Danny Green, Kobe.
Yeah, I hate you because
Yeah, it's tough.
you put in some. Okay, it's not Danny Green. It's not. Say the other 3.
Mike Miller, Steph Curry, Kobe Bryant.
And Kobe. Final answer.
Is incorrect. It is actually
Mike Miller.
Miller. People,
Sleeper.
when I first saw this question, I thought it was Danny Green because
Yeah,
he went off against the Heat that one series.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, Mike Miller, mostly playing with the Heat, I believe.
Yes.
He also, it's minimum 40 attempts. He had like 41.
And he also shot one without a shoe on.
That's true. He did. People forget. People forget. Number 9. Who has the most consecutive 30-point games in NBA Finals history? Elgin Baylor, Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, Wilt Chamberlain.
Wilt Chamberlain. Final answer.
It is Elgin Baylor with 13. I've heard the name before. I couldn't tell you who he played for. I think he may have played for the Lakers. I'm like 99% sure he did. So I think you're 4 for 9.
I think so. I want to get
Last
to 500, baby.
Who has the most steals in NBA Finals history over their career? Jason Kidd, Manu Ginobili, Magic Johnson, Scottie Pippen.
Oh.
This is tough. I came up with some good ones on this one. I'm proud of myself. Jason Kidd. Manu
Can I phone a
Ginobili?
friend there,
Absolutely
Regis?
not. No, denied. Jason Kidd, Manu Ginobili, Magic Johnson, Scottie Pippen.
I'm going to go with Jason Kidd, final answer.
That's incorrect. I believe Jason Kidd only ever played in 2 NBA Finals. Oh, a little echo on that one. It is Magic Johnson, 102 steals. So 4 for 10, not bad. I think you actually went 4 for 10 last time with the Yankees trivia.
I think I did.
So that concludes the sports segments for today. It is time for a brand new segment that we have, ladies and gentlemen. So we're taking a week off from Take It. I'm going to sprinkle this in here and there. Get ready for Dude. That's crazy.
I forgot I had to. I was like, okay, I need a clean take of you, and then I need to actually change the graphic on our YouTube page now.
Yeah,
because that's
true.
crazy.
All right, so how this is going to work, I saw a TikTok a while ago of this dude naming like random facts or just things that made you sit there and go like,
Wait.
no, sit.
No. Before you finish, I'm going to let you finish.
Okay. That make you
Did
think,
his
like,
last
what the hell?
video was his last little segment in his car. Put down his visor and he flipped open the window.
Yes.
I just saw that
Yes.
this morning.
Yes.
Holy crap.
Yes, I know. I actually saved some of the things that he said, but I'm not using them this time.
Dude, that's crazy.
That is crazy. Isn't it insane? So how this is going to work is we each have 2 facts that we're going to tell each other, and then we're just going to talk about them.
You were literally so close because I was going to add those to the, the thing that I was going to do.
I have some saved in my phone for next time we do this. So we'll not take it's not gone forever. We'll bring it
No,
back.
it's
We'll
not.
sprinkle in some new things once in a while. So I will let you go first. What is your? I'm just going to give you the mic.
Thank you, Matt.
You're welcome. As I take a sip of my beer.
Yes. So this one's a little interesting. This one is kind of near and dear to our hearts. So because of this pandemic
Okay.
and the shift in virtual learning,
Okay.
kids today may never have a snow day ever again.
Dude, it's crazy. No. They're not going to make... Do you think they're going to make school virtual? Too?
I have seen schools propose snow days turn into virtual days.
Oh, I didn't... I thought you meant... Oh, that's going to suck. Holy shit. Wow, what a bad time to be in middle school and elementary school and high school right now.
Literally, especially parents. How excited...
Or college, too.
How excited you were
Yeah.
getting woken up by your parents that school was closed.
Have you seen the TikToks that Trevor Abney's been doing?
No, I haven't.
Oh, he's been laying in bed and his mom walks in. It's like mom walks in at like 7:30 on a snow day. And she's like, Trevor, get up. And he gets up. He's like, 5 more minutes. He's like, no, you have a snow day. And he pops up and he's like, a snow day? She's like, yeah. And Johnny called. He wants to get on Xbox. He's like, I'm up. But holy, I didn't think of that. That's got to suck.
Yeah.
Could you imagine you have a snow day, especially if it like snows from like 1 o'clock to like 9 o'clock and then you can't go sledding because you have school.
Mm-hmm. I just feel like, see, I have a hot take, even though it's, dude, that's bleeping crazy. I'm too lazy to edit that out. Okay. It's just the fact that I'll take college students, for example. College students complain that they don't have a snow day. Okay. And it's always, I kid you not, healthcare majors.
Yeah.
You're a nurse.
Yeah.
Do you ever get a snow day?
No.
No.
There's no snow days.
There's no snow days. Yeah. No. News. It doesn't matter. You have 6 feet of snow. Your news director expects your ass to be in the newsroom, ready to go. This whole COVID thing, like, people were going to work. Like,
yeah, they had to.
Like, they had to. Nurses had to. Frontline workers had to. News people had to. Like, that's what I don't get with college. I'm okay with children. Like, I'm okay with middle school, high school. Like,
right.
Especially if they can't drive. But you literally are becoming a nurse and you're complaining that you don't have a snow day.
Yeah.
What's going to happen? And people could say, well, I'm trying to live my best life. Like, I only have 4 more years. I only have 4, 3, 2, 1 more year until I actually have to adult. Why don't you just start now?
That does suck for high school, though.
It sucks for high school.
Oh, my gosh. That's awful.
But
yeah, I mean, college kids, like, yeah. Like, and let's be real. They didn't go to class anyway.
I mean,
We
even,
did.
even for, I'll take Trent, for example. Like, Trent's doing virtual learning.
Right.
Like, and he's totally fine with it.
Yeah.
But again, I don't think we will ever have a snow day ever again.
Damn, that sucks. Snow days are the best. Damn. I can't get over that. I'm going to throw my first one out for you. Which one am I going to do? Okay, I'll do this one first.
Okay.
Oranges. They used to be green.
Wait, what?
Oranges used to be green. Like, that's a fact.
What?
Oranges used to be green. They used to come from, like, Australia or, like, over, like, in the Philippines.
Okay.
And when they came over, they used to be green. And then over time, they just started to become orange.
So,
Yeah.
what were they called before that?
That's what I don't know. Like, you can't call them greens
greens.
because there's already
Green
greens.
beans.
Yes, and, like, lettuce and stuff. Can I get some greens with that? It also makes you think, like, how did they come up with, like, was the color orange then called orange before the fruit orange? This really put my mind in a pickle when I saw
But-
this.
So then what do they call the tangerines? Like
Maybe.
cuties?
Cuties, maybe. But yeah, they actually used to be green. Like I didn't believe it at first. And I did a Google search, and it's actually true. They used to be green. Yeah.
Dude, that's f***ing crazy.
Yeah, right?
I love this segment
Right?
already.
Like, I still can't wrap my head around it. Like, what did they used to call them?
Fruits?
There had to be a name. And then why did their name change just because their color changed?
Well, let's take a look at. I know this is a really bad example, but
Uh-oh.
let's take a look at the Statue of Liberty.
Okay.
Do you know it's made of copper?
Yes.
It was brown before it turned green.
Yes.
But it's so iconic now that the Statue of Liberty is green.
Right.
When originally it was a bronze color, like a
Right.
bronze color.
But that makes
Copper
sense because
color.
copper does.
It does age.
Yes.
It ages, yeah. But
I don't
it just
think an orange would age.
right.
That's yeah.
So what?
Yeah.
What?
Dude, it's crazy.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's a nice start.
It's a hell of a start.
All right. This one's a little lame. You ready for this one?
I'm ready.
Why are you in a movie, but you're on TV?
In a movie. On TV. Yeah, dude. That's crazy. That is tough to think because, like, even you're on the big screen.
Yeah.
But you're
in a movie.
Which is weird, too, because, like, you're not in camera, you're on camera.
Right?
But you're in the... Whoa. You're the
Matt's taking a trip.
You're the communications major right now. You got any explanation for this?
I think being on TV is more so susceptible to in the moment, whereas in a movie is you've been in this for a very long time and now you're finally seeing it in a movie theater.
Yeah.
In the movie. In the movies.
On
Whereas
the
like
screen.
on the screen, yeah.
Damn.
Because any screen on the screen, you can be like, "Oh, I'm on TV. Like I'm on the news.
Yeah.
I'm on TV. I'm on an episode.
Whoa.
You're not in an episode. You're on an episode.
That is crazy.
On the episode of
English doesn't make sense
No.
sometimes. No, it doesn't.
English is dumb.
Yeah, that's like the in or on Long Island debate, kind of. Except we
Which
all
is in?
know it's on Long Island. Or in. I don't remember.
You're like-
Hold on. No, you're
on-
in
you're-
Long Island.
You're on long.
You're in Long Island.
I just wanted to see if I made you screw up. Because I went back to that one and it was like, oh, the debate. It was like, oh, like, so what if, you're at the grocery store. Are you online or no? Are you online or inline? And I'm like, well, Matt, if I go to facebook.com, I'm technically online.
That's different because it's the internet.
It's-
Yes. All right. To end this, I have one that is like, whoa. Okay.
I'm ready.
80% of the ocean is unmapped, unsearched, and undiscovered. 80%. 80.
I'm not surprised because I knew this statistics.
But like
But dude, that's crazy.
80%. Let's think about this for a hot sec.
We literally live on the planet that houses this. And we've discovered
Yes.
more of our solar system than we
Yes.
have of our own hometown.
Yeah. And think about, there could be like 5 times the amount of animals in this world that live in the ocean that we just don't even know about.
Have you there was this really nice parallax scrolling website. So what that means is that you keep scrolling down and like animations happen.
Right.
There was one for the ocean. And like even then people were like, yeah, we still don't know what's down here.
That's great. How have we done that? Like you said, how do we know more about the moon and like Mars and all of that stuff, and we don't even know what's in our own ocean?
Mm-hmm.
Think about this. What percentage chance do you give that Atlantis or like a town like Atlantis could
No.
be real? Dude, come on.
No,
You
I
don't-
do not
Hold
believe
on,
that.
hold on. What if there was like a group of people with the dinosaurs that somehow adapted to live
Like
underwater?
amphibious
You
humans.
don't. Yeah, maybe they adapted. Animals and like humans have adapted. Animals have adapted.
I don't know.
You don't think there's? So you're saying there's a 0%?
Did we
chance.
turn this into Take It?
You're saying there is a 0% chance that Atlantis.
It
is
makes no sense because it's the same exact thing as saying, "Oh, there's aliens." I don't believe in aliens.
real. Dude, aliens absolutely.
Actually,
exist.
I
Are you
did say
kidding me?
I'm actually contradicting myself because I said I do believe in aliens,
aliens
episodes
absolutely
back.
exist. But maybe it's not people that live under there, but it could be some life form that kind of looks like a person that maybe. How do we know? We
So
don't
then
know.
how that doesn't make sense because how can we say if we take from the perspective of evolution,
Yeah.
which I'm just saying it, I'm not believing it,
Right.
that's not in the part of the quote evolution thing.
But we don't know when those people or creatures were down there. Like we don't know. That's the thing. The Bermuda Triangle. Maybe there's something down there. I feel like we would know if the Bermuda Triangle. I'm just saying there's a possibility. There is.
I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm more susceptible to your fact of 80% of the ocean is unmapped.
Like there could be, like we said, we could only know half the animals inland or in the water.
Inland.
On land, whatever. Mammals or
On Long
water
Island.
creatures. There could be double the amount, triple the amount. We don't even know. The ocean terrifies me.
Oh yeah.
Like I'll go in the ocean when I go to the beach, but like I have
You're
no
going further.
anticipation of like I would maybe do a cruise, but like going like deep sea fishing, absolutely not. No, hell
Scary.
no, hell no.
Hell no. To the no, no, no.
hell to the no. It's a great video. If you gotta look that video.
We
up.
literally just vibed for a hot second on the podcast.
All time video.
Well, Matt, I think this segment is a keeper. I mean, we have the safe
like it.
space, and we
Yep.
have just facts that were like, whoa.
Yes, I'm sorry I'm giving you work to do and bleeping out the F-bombs.
Listen, I was gonna bleep myself 6 times after this. Be like, yep, that's okay. Like, but Matt, I think one more time for me and as the editor is dude, that's crazy.
It's wild, man.
Absolutely wild, but not a bad segment, Matt. I was pleasantly surprised by it, but
I got some ideas.
yeah, more to come.
More than just a pretty face.
You have a face for radio, my friend. So
That's a fact. That's a fact.
as do we both.
That's why we have a podcast.
Yes, and we decided to put on YouTube.
Well.
It's like-
YOLO.
YOLO, swag on high. Well, guys, that concludes another episode of the Funny Business Podcast. We are a quarter of the century away from episode 100.
That's freaky.
What the hell are we going to
Dude.
do with 100?
Dude, that's
That's-
crazy. Just to give you one more.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, make sure you follow us on our social media at Funny Business Entertainment on Facebook, Instagram, and Funny Business EN on Twitter. We do try to run a live stream at least once a week. If not, we are starting to collect all of our off live stream Fortnite clips. So if Fortnite is your thing or anything like that, make sure you stay tuned to our YouTube channel. You can subscribe to it. You can see all the podcasts that you listen to on your favorite platforms, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and more. But if you're on Apple Podcasts, make sure you leave us a review because that helps us get to other people out on the podcasting world that is Apple Podcasts. And Matt, thanks for stopping by, my friend.
Yeah, man. Anytime.
You know, the last time, I won't go too much into detail. It was a bad omen, because remember what happened the next day?
Yeah.
I hope to God that
I have hope that I won't.
yeah, we moved to a different thing. The futon's gone, so maybe it was the
gone.
futon.
Yes,
It could be the
R.I.P.
futon. R.I.P. What a great futon.
Yeah.
But Matt, how about this, guys? Let us know what you think. You can like us on Funny Business Entertainment on Facebook and follow us. I'm not going to do that all over again. But we'll release a special video that we're going to do immediately after this podcast episode that will be released next week.
Yes.
So today is Friday. We will be releasing it next week.
Yes.
So until next time, guys, we'll see you all in the next episode.
Stay safe, everyone.